Larry Tamanini here, LT Jazz Guitar. Hey, I was just playing Autumn Leaves, right? Maybe the most perfect song ever written, in my opinion. I believe that this song has so much to do with just about every song, you know, every standard ever written. This song might be 100 years old, and it's still getting played. It's still getting incredible treatments and arrangements. There's so many versions. Everybody plays the song. It's a song that you gotta know if you want to try to play jazz guitar, right? Let's talk about this song, okay? Now, it's Autumn Leaves. Everybody thinks that this song, since it starts on a major 2-5, might be in a major key, right? In the book with 1 sharp, it's listed in E minor, but people think it's in G. In another book, most people play this in G minor, but the 2-5 starts in that major, okay? So what's happening here? Well, there's 2 things that you really need to know in this song. I'm going to do it in G, even though it kind of sounds fun in E minor. I play it in a bunch of keys. It's a good tune to transpose. But check it out. There are 2 things that you really need to know to make this song work. Can you play a 2-5-1, right, in G minor? A minor, 7 flat 5, D dominant, G minor, right? There's your 2-5-1 in the minor, and it has another 2-5-1 in the relative major. In this case, it's B flat major. C, F, B flat, right? Okay, so those are the 2 things that you need. You have to understand a 2-5-1 in the major and the 2-5-1 in the relative minor. Or, if you want to call it a 2-5-1 in the relative minor and the 2-5-1 in the major. It's indicative of how the song moves, right? Because, you know, I live in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. And, you know, the start of autumn, it can still be, I don't know, like 80, 90 degrees out. But by the end of autumn, it's cold. There's no more leaves, right? The leaves have fallen. It's back in the minor key. It starts out all major, right? Hey, this is going okay, right? It's still going okay. You know, this E flat chord is a little bit of a transitional chord. And then here it's like, uh-oh, I see some leaves on the ground. Better get the rake, right? Another thing that separates this song is it's not an AABA song form. It is an AAB, right? 2 8-bar A's and 1 long B section. So let's go over that A section one more time, and I'm going to play, you know, the little chord sub I threw in there. Now, I start off on the 2-5 of the major, right? Now here, normally I'd go to the 1. And this 1, as we know, is going to transition to the 2-5 of the minor. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the C minor, F, and I'm going to approach that minor of the 2, that A minor, B, E, B flat, E flat, right? And then there's my 2, right? And then here's that minor chord. There's those autumn leaves, right? Like I said, get the rake. Now, once I get to the B section, what ends up happening is it stays minor, right? It's definitely autumn, right? It's getting cold, time for a heavy jacket. But then we kind of have that 1 week where it goes up to 80 degrees for 1 day, and that's this part, 2-5 of the major, right? Oh, maybe it's going to be a, you know, not such a bad winter. But we all know it's going to get cold, right? And then I finally have this one little turnaround. Some people do a chromatic thing. I like it. And then I finally have one more 2-5 here. Another thing that I like to do once it hangs out on this G minor to get a little bit of forward motion and push off, once I go back to that C, I'm going to turn that into a G7 real quick. Let's talk about that B section again, right? Now, like I said, the first 4 bars of the B just end up being this, you know, 2-5 of the minor. Now, if I really want to get super slick, I'm going to throw in a whole mess of 2-5s here, going all the way back down. Instead of going C, F, B, I'm going to go C sharp, F sharp, C, F, B, E. There it is again, right? I'm going to do it again from the beginning of that B section. Yes, right, Cannonball Adderley intro, that G minor 6. You know, I love the G minor 6 because it's a great way to create tension on a minor chord, which can be very difficult. So check it out. I'm going to be back at some point to talk about the melody of this very beautiful song. But remember, when you're playing this song, it's telling a story. And it's the story of autumn. It starts out in a major key, it's not so cold. Then it goes to a minor key. Then the leaves fall off, time to put on the winter coat. Get ready to buy some salt and a shovel, you know. Get ready for that winter, especially here in Bucks County, even though we kind of haven't had a winter in a little bit. So check it out. I hope you dug that tutorial. We're going to talk about the changes, move them in different keys, and have fun. And if you like this video, feel free to hit that subscribe button, like and share. I have plenty of videos up. I have plenty of more information to share. Thanks for hanging out. Bebop.